Today I'll show you a case study about Microsoft Flow and PowerApps with a simple approval system. Hi, this is Magnegami, Lean Sigma Black Belt. Today's topic is from this request. Is there any way to improve our current approval workflow? Harisa-san, thank you very much for your request. He also wrote specific problems of his current approval workflow. 1. We cannot track how far along our applications have gone in getting approval. 2. When approvals are out of the office, the application process will stop there. 3. We also wonder if we need all those approvals in the first place. Typically, many Japanese companies still have these issues. If you have these issues too, there is a solution. In fact, Microsoft has prepared this effective solution with Office 365. By combining PowerApps, Microsoft Flow, and SharePoint, you can quickly build a customized system for each company's individual needs. PowerApps is software that even non-IT technicians can use to create mobile apps. I made a video about the software, so please check it from the link above. Microsoft Flow is a completely new technology that can connect more than 200 IT services in the world with each other. That concept is a bit difficult to understand, so I created a simple approval system using Microsoft Flow, and I'll show it to you first. Here is my scenario. Use the existing application forms and automate only the part needed to get approvals. This is the app I made with PowerApps. You'd take a picture of your application form to apply. As an application type, let's select IT Department Approval. After entering this application budget, the Submit button appeared, so just tap it. Then you are all set. First, an immediate supervisor will automatically receive an approval request mail. This time, I registered my email address as my boss and IT manager, so I should receive the email twice. I've already received the request as the immediate supervisor. Here is the applicant's information and a link. By clicking the link, the photo I took of the application form appeared, so supervisor can decide whether or not to approve it. Let's approve it this time. Return to the email and you'll see Approve and Reject buttons under the link. Click the Approve button. Then the next approver will receive a final approve request email. This time, I received the request email as an IT manager. Let's approve this too. Since this is the final approval, the applicant will receive an approval result email and this workflow will end. Let's return to the app and tap the application history button here. Then you'll see the list of the applications you used. You can select an individual application and see the current approval status, so you can follow up on it if you need. Surprisingly, even with such a system, you can make it a short time. Lastly, I'll show you a blueprint of this approval workflow. The database that stores all of the information is in the middle. Here I made it in Excel and saved the file on Microsoft Cloud Service OneDrive. However, when used on a large scale, Excel's operation becomes unstable, so it's better to consider doing it other ways, such as with SharePoint or Command Data Service. When you open the app, it brings up only the application history data that belong to the mobile owner from the database, and you can see it in the application history screen. When you tap the Submit button in the application screen, The application form photo and application content are saved in Excel in OneDrive, and the application number is sent to Microsoft Flow. Then approval workflow starts. Microsoft Flow will first access the Excel database to get the information needed later, then automatically send application approval emails to an approver based on the application number, and when the approver clicks the approve or reject button, it will record the response in the database. Also, it will change the next action based on the response. Since you can automate with Microsoft Flow in conjunction with social media such as Twitter and so on, you can make totally new process improvements with it and PowerApps. I'll continue to cover the topic of Microsoft Flow and PowerApps in future video. In the next video, let's work together to make today's approval workflow system. Thank you very much for viewing. Please click the subscribe button. Also, click and watch my other related videos. Thanks.